Hello YouTube, thought I'd do a quick summary video. I'm sure a lot of you have been thinking and asking yourself, is it worth to do all this, to modify this Retevis rt97 repeater? Wouldn't it be just as easy just to go buy a repeater, a used repeater, and then plug and play type of thing? And to answer your question, that very well could be easier if you can find a used repeater that is reasonable. Now, some of the used repeaters that I have seen, this is a while back ago, did not come with a duplexer. It does not come with coax. It does not come with an antenna. So you got to kind of weigh the options and weigh what are you going to do with it. Yes, the stock format of the Retevis rt97 repeater is pretty robust, the stock form of it. What I mean by that is, if you're out hunting and you need a quick repeater on top of a hillside, you can grab a car battery and then, because this repeater can run on 12 volts DC, or you can plug it in. But if you can grab a car battery and grab your coax and antenna and throw it into a tree quick, put the antenna in a tree or on a pole, within 45 minutes you could have a simple repeater up and running at your deer hunting camp. Don't need to have anything fancy. The thing that you got to keep in mind, and I think this is the best way to sum it up, if I had a choice between having a repeater at a location that's 400 feet in the air at 10 watts compared to 20 feet in the air at 50 watts, I'd be picking the 400 feet in the air at 10 watts, because of the height. The height is the main thing. If you can get the height, you could use a low wattage repeater and do fairly well. And I'm hoping soon I will be able to do that test on the bluff with a stock repeater. I will be putting this repeater all back together in stock form so we can do this test. So, it's just some, things to think about. Like I said, it just depends on what you're going to do and how you want to do it. By the time you buy the duplexers and the repeater, the coax, the antenna, you'll have to check your options and check what what you want and what you're trying to accomplish. If you don't need to talk far, I think just the stock Retevis setup would be perfect for most people if they just want it for a deer hunting camp or their camping campgrounds or something to that effect. I think a stock Retevis up on a good pole or a tree, the antenna would do fairly well without having to do all this modification. I did it to kind of show people how to do it, and I figure, well, I might as well go the extra step to save you time, save you any headaches. Like I said, that's why I did it. And it was, and hopefully my videos will help you decide if you want to do it. And if you do want to do it, you'll know how to do it. But like I said, it just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. I did not, at the time, when I was looking for used repeaters, I couldn't find anything that was reasonable in price. And if I did find something reasonable in price, I didn't come with a duplexer. It didn't come with a coax. It didn't come with an antenna. And then, depending on what channel, some of the repeaters, depending on what it is, you have to get it programmed. That means you got to pay someone to program it. Well, that's another fee. And, same with the duplexer. If I buy a new duplexer, I can tell them, what frequency to tune it at. But, again, you got to buy a new duplexer. If you buy a used duplexer, well, the person you're buying it from may not be able to tune it. So now you got to pay someone to tune it. So this is where all these things kind of add up, and that's kind of why I think for the stock Retevis rt97 repeater in its stock form, I think is a pretty robust repeater setup. It's quick, fast. It can run on 12 volt. It can run on AC, and it works fairly good. But we're going to keep playing. We're going to do more videos. we're going to modify more things. We're going to be making some antennas. We're going to be doing the bluff test. I have not forgotten about that. I've just been really busy, and now, as you can tell, I kind of to do these videos, I kind of took my rack apart. Not a big deal. I can put everything all back together. It's not that hard. So we'll be putting everything all back together, and we'll be doing that bluff test with the stock repeater to see how well it works. That's going to be kind of an interesting video. But we got lots more things coming. You know, if you have any suggestions or if you want me to test something, if I have it, you can ask me and I'll test it for you and I'll make a video. I do have the Nano, which we're going to be doing a lot of playing around with. I'm thinking about hooking up the Nano to this stock duplexer and playing around with that and see what we can come up with. So anyway, I just kind of want to do a quick summary of this modification video series that I did. And I hope it's been helpful. Like I say, if you have any questions, post them down below. I'll answer them as best I can. I'm not an expert by no means, but I will try my best to answer your questions, and you know, and then we kind of go from there. Or even make suggestions, like I said, on if there's any videos you want to see, want me to do. If I have the equipment, I can do it, and then we can kind of see where this all takes us. Like I said, I got some more ideas coming up. And we'll see what happens. I'd like to thank you. Please subscribe and have a good day.